Hello class, my name is Alexander Zybert and I am an airfield manager in the United States Air Force. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what that means as well as why I chose to join the Air Force instead of the Marine Corps, in addition to the places that I've been and the missions that I've helped. Okay, so which brings me to my first point, airfield management. What that is take I brief the contractors that work on the airfield, make sure that all projects get complete because that's where the majority of money is spent on airfields is in the contracting. $3 million per project on average. Um, the second thing I do as airfield management is airfield driving. I run the program for the entire wing, make sure that people driving on the airfield are confident in what they're doing and that they don't cause violations and get on the runway when there's aircraft trying to land so that they know the difference when they're not supposed to be out there and when they are supposed to be out there. And lastly, something I do as an airfield manager is take care of all the snow operations and make sure that the areas are cleared so aircraft can take off, land. Recently, my most important thing I did with that was the snowstorm that pretty much shut down the entire capital region, and no airports were open except for Andrews Air Force Base where I was working for 2 days, and that's a 300 nautical mile radius. So why did I join the Air Force instead of the Marine Corps? Well, I don't like to run a lot. And my older brother's in the Marine Corps, and he runs 3 miles per day. And I pretty much decided at the time when I joined the Air Force, I'd much rather ride a bike, stationary bike, for once a year, because that's what the requirement was. They changed that up on me 5 years after I joined, but it is what it is. It's still a lot less running than 3 miles a day. Um, so things that I've done and places that I've been. I started off my career at Holloman. It was the main support and training mission for the F-117 bomber, which we'd send out to Korea every so often, every 3 months or whatnot. And it's a very precise bomber, and it's done its work in Desert Storm. We shut down Saddam in pretty much a day's time. Great aircraft. Following Holloman, I went to Korea, and I got to be part of the mission that was against Kim Jong Il when he was in power, and it was a good time. And we did our thing, got out of there. I went back to Holloman, and sadly, the F-117 was retired when I got back to Holloman, and the F-22 took its place, which is a really cool aircraft. It's unmatched in air-to-air superiority, but yeah, I was real sad to see the F-117 be retired. Shortly after my second tour at Holloman, I went to Misawa, Japan, which is northern Japan, and I helped them defend against the whole Russian region, basically. Um, the whole Pacific is a huge strategic area for the United States Air Force, and we defend against Koreas and Russia and China. Even though they're somewhat our ally, there still need to be protection in place, because you never know what's going to go down. After my tour in Japan, I went to Cannon Air Force Base, which had the AFSOC mission. It's the special forces, all the guys that go downrange all the time, back and forth. It's pretty much a training base, but at the same time, it's really important. Those guys are hardcore. Shortly after I finished my tour time there, I came here to the great state of Maryland. Yay, Maryland! And now I work with the Air Force One pilots and make sure that the president can leave at any time he chooses, and shuts down pretty much my mission on base whenever he wants to leave because you got to have the Secret Service getting in there. So I told you a little bit about myself, about my job, where I've been. Thanks, and all right, that's it.